Get in the morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jody and Hazy on Nova.
Andrew Hazy learns something new each and every single day, sometimes weekly. I learnt what an aptronym is.
Yeah, so did I. Educate us, please.
It's a word for those people whose names fit their profession.
Yeah. Which makes sense, because wasn't your maiden name Jody annoys the piss out of Andrew before it got changed?
Wowee. So, no, I'm not paying that one at all. Interesting little chat. We went round the room and everyone seemed to have an aptronym. An aptronym.
We're learning. It's also educational. Who would have thought?
Well, enjoy. Can we talk about aptronyms, please? And I can just see everyone turning up the radio right now. An aptronym is a word for people whose names fit their profession. Did you know that?
I did not know
before
that.
Yesterday. I went on a mindless scroll down internet lane and came up with these. So what about this? This was on Reddit. A woman saw a gastroenterologist recently for stomach pain. And guess what his name was? Mr. A. King. Mr. A. King.
A King.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good one, isn't it? One woman had at high school a teacher who taught IT. His name was Mr. Webb.
That makes sense.
That's good.
World Wide Web.
Another man worked with a labour and delivery nurse whose name was Stork.
Yep.
Delivers
cute.
babies.
Delivers.
Why do you keep looking at me blankly?
It's just taking me a second.
Someone else knew a psychiatrist named Dr. Nutter. There's a firefighter named Les McBurney.
Yeah, that works.
And there, you'll like this one, Hazy. There was a Bulgarian hurdler. Her name was Vania Stumblova. She did indeed trip and fall over a hurdle at the 2012 Olympics.
I tell you what, the Bulgarian hurdlers, they'll get you every single time. Can we go around the rooms?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to producer Zoe first.
Yeah, well, this one, I actually have one. My orthodontist's name is Dr. Helen McLean.
Oh, that makes sense. Some real Crentis vibes there from the office.
Sounds like a good dentist.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Crentist.
Your dentist's name is Crentist. Sounds a lot like dentist.
What's her name again? Helen
McLean.
McLean. Do you lie to her about flossing?
I did. I haven't seen her in a long time, but I used to lie about tightening my braces, you know.
Yeah,
She
right.
called me out once. It was sort of scary.
And the best part is when you go to the dentist and say, do you floss? And you go, yeah, of course I do. And they go, well, let's have a bit of a test. And they put a bit of floss in there and you shoot them in the face with blood from your gums.
That means you're not flossing frequently enough.
At
Yes,
all.
yes.
Yes.
Can I tell you a life hack on this one? I keep them in those little picks in my car, so if I'm bored, then I'll floss.
Then what
as
do you
I'm
do with the
driving.
pick?
Oh yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
point.
It does have a little. I've got the ones that you have little pipe cleaners, and you put the thing back over, like it's got a little cap on it.
Those pipe cleaners look painful.
They are to start with, but you get over it.
Yeah.
Especially like flossing as well. To start with, it's like this is the word, this is hell. But then once you do it more, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Abs?
Too much information, but hey, we share my life on here as it is. So after I had sepsis from a UTI, I had to go to a urologist.
Yes.
And his name was Dr. Winkle. And when the doctor said, I'm going to give you, there's a guy, he's really good, blah, blah, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay, cool. And I said, oh, what's his name? And she said, Dr. Winkle. And I laughed so hard that I snorted. And she was like, get out of my office.
Yeah, surely they'd be like, they'd get a bit of feedback like that.
Have to.
I've got some sports ones for you.
Go on.
Lane Beachley, surfing legend.
yes.
Yeah, true.
Australian surfing legend.
Good.
Probably the best one in sports is the greatest runner of all time, Usain Bolt.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, they were good. They were obvious, but they were good.
They were fun.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to do some research as well on a couple of former Collingwood Premiership players, just to see if they match up their last names with their real life. Of course, you've got Still Sidebottom.
Oh, yeah.
See how that goes down.
Yeah.
And the one and only, and the one where we really been doing some research on, and that is Tyson Goldsack. Watch this space.
Here's what you're waking up to, Adelaide.
What's in the news today?
Your post-snooze news.
Let's go to Abby in the newsroom. This is everything you need to know as you wake up this morning. What you got for us, Abs?
It's going to be hot.
Yeah, and we know that.
Thanks,
Yes.
Abs. What do you got, Jess?
It's going to be a scorcher today, so we're looking at 41 for the city. If you're in places like Port Augusta or the Flinders, you're looking at maybe 47-ish. So it's going to be a day today. There are some concerns, obviously, about the vulnerable, so children and our elderly. Pick the phone up, give your nan a call, give your granddad a call, just make sure they're okay.
Yeah.
Maybe even, take some, a face washer or something or a fan for them. A lot of them, I know my nana isn't very good at turning the aircon on, so we'll be checking on her today. But yeah, there's just concerns about the vulnerable, so keep an eye on them. Check in on your neighbours as well. We are going to see some rain later in the week, so there is going to be a cool change tomorrow, and Thursday we could see some rain. So today should be the only day for that really, really hot temperatures.
Sorry.
Muscle your way through today.
Yeah, Nanas and Papas still like to wear cardigans on
They
days like
do,
today too,
yeah.
'cause they just can't read the temperature. Bless.
Yeah, and also please, I've got a friend who's a firefighter, and the amount of people who do a quick burn off in the backyard of stuff, please don't do that today.
No, not
Don't
today.
use an incinerator, don't light any fires, don't do anything bad, just stay inside.
I
Wait
would
till Thursday.
Yes, wait till Thursday where there's rain.
say not just today, but not any day. Burning
Yeah.
stuff off in your backyard's never a good
The
idea.
amount that he's had to go to backyard fires and because I just wanted to quickly burn off some rubbish. No, don't do it.
There you
Goodness
go.
me.
Just hold off, you bunch of pyros.
Big night for Glenn Maxwell after the test wrapped up here
Literally.
in Adelaide after 2.5 days. So basically he's gone along to the Gov to watch Brett Lee's band, Six and Out. They were performing, so he's turned up, and we can only assume he may have overindulged but ended up in an ambulance at the Royal Adelaide Hospital. So Cricket Australia are now investigating that incident. Let's hope he's okay and he's getting all the help that he needs and requires. They've said that he will still take part in the T20 tournament coming up. That's a tongue twister.
Yes.
T20 tournament.
T20 tournament coming up. So we keep it cricket related?
Go on then.
Okay.
Although I don't know if we want to after last
Yeah.
night.
Well, yeah, I know. Strikers went down pretty badly, but geez, they're up against it. That is one of the best innings that you will see in the BBL of all time by a bloke who you probably didn't know existed, and that is Josh Brown. 140 from 57, the highest score ever in a BBL final.
140 of 57
Of
balls.
57 balls.
That is outrageous.
At one stage, it looked like the Heat were going to push towards 250.
Yeah.
They ended up losing sort of 5 for 15 towards the end of the innings. But once you get over 200, it's really, really tough to chase down.
Tricky territory, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was watching a little bit. It was a really odd, bizarre interview from the Channel 7 girl in the crowd who was interviewing his mum.
Yeah.
And she just kept hugging her.
It was nice. There was a lot of love going around, wasn't it?
I was like, why is she still hugging her?
Mum was getting very, very emotional.
She
It
was a
actually quite
little
nice
bit
to watch.
emotional, as you would. 140 or 57 balls, that's not very bad.
But what we will say is congratulations to the Strikers, because 4 or 5 weeks ago, they were absolutely dead.
Yes.
They were no chance.
Yeah.
And they were just one win away from playing in the final.
Yeah, absolutely.
Matt Short will definitely be named player of the tournament. Also on cricket, Travis Head has COVID.
Oh.
But such is the times now, he's still expected to play on Thursday.
So I often wonder about this. What happens if you've got COVID now? Is it just business as usual, or you just lock yourself away? What do you have to do?
Unless you've got, if you've got symptoms, you should stay home. But if you don't have any symptoms, then you can sort of go about your business.
There you go. It's like a genuine cold, what you do with a cold.
yeah.
I had a friend who she went to Bunnings, but she wore a mask. But yeah, she wasn't really that sick. So
Yeah,
And she
right.
goes, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I feel like the police are going to pounce on me and take me home. But
Yeah. There's still that residual nerves around COVID, isn't there? I remember when everyone was getting COVID and everyone got a week off work when you got COVID. I didn't get it, and I was like, I'm the COVID unicorn. I can't get it. I couldn't catch it if I tried. And then the day I finished work for the entire year and I was on holidays, guess what I got?
And I spoke to you. Oh, and I spoke to you. And Dad said, I was like, g'day, Joe, how are you? And you're like, I've got COVID.
I still haven't had it yet. So
Haven't you had it yet?
in that,
God, you've had everything else.
pretty much, haven't I?
Do you know what? For the first time ever, COVID's actually scared of someone.
Yeah.
COVID's scared of Abby.
So it should be.
There you go. That is your post snooze news coming up next. First question for the 6:15 vending machine quiz. Some epic prizes in the guts. But please avoid the chip.
I tell you what else is cooked, your brain. So every now
me very
and
much.
then you will drop in a piece of information, you'll drop a little nugget, jaws will hit the floor,
Bit of wisdom.
and you go, what? What's the big deal? Well, yesterday's information was a big deal. Tell everyone what you told us in the meeting.
Okay, I shared some information from back on the farm back in the day, which I don't think was a big deal.
Oh.
Well, as I was telling it, I probably understood that not anyone would be in this situation, but yeah, it's probably something. It's a helpful bit of information for you to know if you're ever herding a pack of rams. So what I told you was when I was about 9 or 10 years old, and this is back on the farm way back in the day, and we had a lot of sheep and cattle.
Yeah.
And in particular, we had Border Leicester rams. And a lot of people won't know what this means. We used to have merino rams. Merinos are the ones with the big horns.
Yeah.
So everyone can picture the big ones with the horns?
Oh, yeah.
So they're scary because they can come at you.
Yep.
And the story I was telling you is that these rams are so intelligent, these Border Leicester rams, they don't have horns, that sometimes you can corner them, and if you're not strong enough, you try and physically move them and they will not move.
Right.
So I casually informed you that to move them, what you do is you actually get behind them and you grab them by the, and when I say, I mean testes. To which the feedback I got from all the ladies in particular in the group was just shocking.
Yeah.
What? You've never grabbed a Border Leicester ram by the before to move him out of a paddock?
No.
Oh,
weirdly.
Okay. Yeah.
God.
Well, there you go. So that's the sort of education that I bring to this program.
Yeah.
What have you got there, Sweetie? What are you going to bring to this program? What helpful hints? Let's say that Jodie Oddie was caught in a corner with a Border Leicester ram. She didn't know how to move him from A to B. What are you doing next?
Oh, just do what I do to you in the meetings when I've had enough. Yeah.
You just grab him. I can say as well, it works a treat at home as well. Ask Cara. Different reaction though. Still gets the job done. I'm going from A to B. Your beautiful husband, Greg.
Yes.
How often, if ever, does he have guys' nights?
Oh, his whole life is one big guy's night.
That's nice. Bless him. That's why he's so healthy and happy.
He doesn't sort of necessarily have a guys' night every week, but he will bank it all up and go on guys' weekends.
Oh, appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's a man who's smart and also brave. And how does it go down with you?
Stupid.
Really?
Brave or stupid.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Are you comfortable with the situation?
Oh, look, I don't know. To be fair, I'd probably prefer it if he just had a guy's night.
Okay. Who would have thought that he's actually doing this for you and your family?
What do you mean?
He's actually being a really good dad. A study conducted by the University of Oxford, and they're the big dogs, by the way. University of Oxford. Oxford. I didn't get in. Suggests that for men, grabbing a few drinks with your buds is not only a good time, it's essential to good health. The study, conducted by a psychologist and the director of Oxford's Social and Evolutionary Neuroscience Research Group, determined that men must meet up with friends not just once, but twice a week in order to reap the full benefits of male friendship.
Quick question without notice.
Yeah.
This researcher, is he a bloke?
Yeah, it's Mr. Greg Oddie. So what do you think happens when blokes catch up, by the way?
What do you talk about? I'm really curious about this.
What do you think? Because I know what happens when girls catch up. It's all gossipy. Oh, what about? Look at him. Oh.
That is so offensive. Excuse me. Excuse me very much. Excuse me very much.
Am I right, ladies? All that sort of stuff.
On behalf of the entire female
Stickers and butterflies.
Oh my, okay. Righto. Yes, we are.
Am I off the mark?
We are all that vapid and superficial. That's all. Let's talk about gossip. Let's talk about boys. No, that's not what happens.
What do you think we talk about?
Sport.
Sport?
Yep.
Possibly. Yeah. I can tell you probably the top 4 or 5 questions that get asked when I catch up with my mates.
Okay.
Number 1, can I fit my own fist in my own mouth? That sort of stuff. If not my mouth, then can I fit it in one of my mates' mouth? Let's test it. Number 2, if my dog could talk, what would it say about me?
Oh, yeah.
It's a big one.
Yep.
And the last question, probably the most important. Is Jason Horne-Francis going to be the next Patrick Dangerfield? That's what we're talking about. So why are you trying to rob us of these opportunities to improve our mental health by wondering because Jason Horne-Francis probably has the same traits as a young Patrick Dangerfield?
Yeah, so true. Do you ever talk about feelings?
No, off the agenda because we're men.
Bit hard
Oi.
to
Hey, don't ruin us by talking about your feelings.
bit hard to talk about your feelings when your fist is firmly in your mouth.
That's so true. Sorry. How good's Jason Horne-Francis?
I'm so sad.
Jody and Hazy. Song.
Yeah, this isn't competitive at all. I'm just joking. It's the most competitive thing that we're involved in.
Yeah.
It's called Song to Song. I'm going to guess songs that are orchestralised. And right now, Jody Oddie leads 1-0 in 2024.
Yep.
It's a strong start, Jodes,
Oh, it's a bit of
considering last year.
Bit of a fluke. That's
It's
right.
crazy. No one saw it coming.
It's also she's been practicing over the summer.
Have you been practicing?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, that makes sense because last week you were actually, credit where credit's due, you were
On
elite.
fire.
Anyway,
Could not get a sniff at all.
I don't want any more words to come out of your mouth. Let's just play the game, please.
All right. So, same as always, we've got a couple of listeners you're playing for a $100 Faster Pasta voucher. Today, Crystal from Golfview is on Team Hazy.
Hey, Crystal.
Hello.
Welcome to the good side.
Hi, Crystal. Good luck.
Hello.
And on Team Jody, we've got Karen from Valley View.
Hi, Karen.
Hey, it's not a fluke, Jody. It's you all the way
There you
today.
go.
Oh,
There you go.
Karen.
Yeah.
Come on,
Thank you.
Hazy, you just keep that mouth quiet.
Excellent advice, Karen.
You know what? I want to chip back, but I'm all for sledging.
All
All right. We feeling good?
Yep.
Oh, I'm
We're
not feeling
feeling-
good. I'm feeling really nervous. I was
just-
flustered after
Okay.
last week. I was absolutely shocked.
Yeah, you should have been. Really, it was awful. It was clean sweep from Jodes. Same as always, 3 songs, orchestralised Nova hits and throwbacks. First song. Can we have the first song, please?
Here we go. Oh, no.
Jody,
Yes.
Harry Styles as it was.
Yes, Jody.
It is as it was. What's going on here?
You didn't believe it.
I'm shocked.
That was really quick, Jodes.
Crystal, I'm really sorry about this, but we've got off to a terrible start.
That's right, next one.
Next one. There we go.
Crystal doesn't sound confident at all.
Jodes, this next one is for the win.
Wow.
Hazy potential comeback.
Oh my gosh.
Song number 2, please.
Okay, here we go. I know it, but I don't know.
Yeah,
the
so
name.
do I.
Abby in the newsroom's got it.
Abby's got it, don't you?
We're going, team.
A chance I would make it. It's a
Doesn't
shot
count. I'm
in
going to need a
the
name and a
dark.
buzz.
Hazy,
Yes.
Clean Bandit,
Song name?
Where I'd Rather Be.
Yeah, good work. All right, keeping it interesting.
I just couldn't remember who sang it.
Yeah, I know. Clean Bandit's a tricky one.
That is a tricky one.
Yeah, real tricky.
I'm shaking.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
This,
Isn't it?
you know what this means? It's a tiebreaker.
That's a
oh my
Who
god.
would have thought?
First one of 2024, and what a song for it. Song number 3, please.
All right. Hazy,
Yeah, go on.
I'd say this is Taylor Swift.
Song name?
Bit of Bad Blood.
Oh,
Back where it should be, baby. Oh, there were doubters. There were doubters.
oh Jodes.
You know what I love about that? Just so much
humble.
humility about the way to go about things.
Crystal, that's for you, baby.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on here.
Go Hazy.
Oh, thank you. Well, who is it? What's your daughter's name?
Zaria.
Oh, Zaria. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous little Zaria.
Ah, good stuff.
That's good. At least she's keeping it wholesome.
Oh, Jodes, it's okay though,
all right.
because
It's
you
all
know,
right.
it makes it more interesting for you now
Yeah.
that it's even.
Yeah.
You know, you've given him a chance to come back.
Thanks, so.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate you.
You're very
That's
welcome.
you at the start.
Oh,
there,
shut
Harry
up.
Styles. That was incredible.
It was
up,
really
mate.
good. It was really good.
You're amazing at this.
Hey, Hazy, you've got
Yeah, here
the
we go.
biggest muscles I've ever seen.
It's opposite day. Yeah. 41 degrees across Adelaide today. It's one of those days where, you could really, really come unstuck.
And things can get destroyed, though. This is the
time.
thing. Particularly if you leave stuff in your car. Can be an
remember.
absolute disaster.
Back in the day, I just bought a brand new guitar. It was a Cole Clark Fat Lady one.
That means nothing to me.
Beautiful guitar. It cost me $1,500.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I reckon, remember when, was it Kevin Rudd?
Yeah.
And he gave you those payments?
Oh, yes.
Yes. And it was like maybe $600 or $700 or something.
That's what you used your payment for.
I got 2 payments because I was on youth allowance because I was at uni, but also I was earning bugger all. So I got 2 payments. So all of a sudden, like $1,500 just turned up in my account, and I did exactly what Kay wanted me to do, was just go out and spend
I
it.
don't know that K-Rudd wanted you to spend his $1,500 on a guitar. I don't think that was the plan.
What about Kevin Rudd just quietly getting in purely because of a slogan? Kevin07.
Oh, that was good though.
Outrageously good stuff.
Yeah.
So I bought this brand new
get it.
guitar and it was going to change my life. I was going to be able to actually finally speak to women via my guitar and through music. I left it in my car.
Yeah.
And it was a 41, 42 degree day, and I left it in there for about 2 days, I reckon. Got it out, then I thought I'd be completely protected. It wasn't. So the neck of the guitar completely warped.
Oh, no.
Because it's like movable wood and all this sort of really special oak. Absolutely destroyed it. And there's no way that you can sort of claim fault or try and get some sort of reimbursement because they're like, you're an idiot, mate. Don't let your guitar cook in the car.
Yeah, and that would have been an absolute disgrace too if you had A, used government payments to buy yourself a guitar and then B, claimed it because of your own stupidity on insurance.
No. Kevin wasn't proud that day, was he?
No, he definitely wasn't. Let's do this. 13, 24, 10. When did the heat get you? When did the heat absolutely destroy something?
Yes,
Be
absolutely.
anything.
We'll take calls next. And bear in mind as well, if you get on air, automatically you go in the draw for Taylor in Tokyo. And just to chuck in some steak knives as well, not literally steak knives, but we've still got a bunch of tickets to a family pass to Dinosaur World Live.
Oh, that's exciting, isn't it?
A little interactive experience for you and the family for Dinosaur World.
Should be my first test today because I got a new one of those hands-free kits for my car where the suction thing, you stick it on your dashboard.
Yeah.
And the lady at Super Cheap goes, just be careful because in the heat it'll get you.
Destroyed.
It absolutely melted one of hers. So we'll see. We'll
There
see
we go.
today.
It's a waiting game.
Yeah.
We'll check back in first thing tomorrow.
Kylie, good morning.
Morning, guys. How are you?
We're so good. When did the heat get you?
It totally destroyed my driver's license.
What happened?
Classic excuse.
I left it in the glove box and it completely melted and twisted and, could not use it.
Yeah, right.
I didn't. Oh, God, it must have been hot that day, Kylie.
I don't know. I didn't think it was too hot, but, it must have been when it was like the 45-degree heat.
What about Kylie's
car,
getting ID'd at nightclubs and they're like, mate.
Oh, my license melted. And they're like, I've heard that before.
Classic. Simon, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, when did the heat get you?
Well, it was a hot day, and I decided to protect my dashboard on my car by applying like an Armour All or Armour Guard type of thing.
Yeah.
But it says, which I read afterwards, not to apply the heat, and it ended up cracking my dashboard.
Oh, there you go.
No.
So what sort of job is that to get it fixed? How expensive?
I haven't got it fixed.
Oh,
It's on the
Really?
Simon's like, that's a job for another day.
Yeah.
Good morning, Nikita.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, good. When did the heat get you?
So last summer, I come in from the garden and left the Crocs on the deck in exposed sun.
Yeah.
Next morning, went to go put them on, and they're a couple of sizes too small.
Really? so Crocs can't
The heat
handle the
shrunk
heat.
them.
Really? Is that a thing? So Crocs shrink in the heat?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So,
So they got passed down to the daughter. So
Yeah. That's Nikita. Can you remember when you were a kid? I don't know if you're old enough to remember this, but when you used to get Twisties packets and put them in the oven and shrink them down and
Yeah.
make them into
Shrinkies.
key rings.
Yeah.
I'm going to try that with a pair of Crocs.
yeah. Also, that is just the gift that keeps on giving, Nikita. I mean, how fun would it just be gifted a nice pair of second-hand Crocs as well
I
for the
know.
daughter?
Perfect.
As well.
what the cost of them? Like it's
Yeah,
I wasn't
exactly
impressed.
right.
I went back to buy a second pair.
No.
Nikita, just on that, how many kids you got?
I've got two kids, a 2-year-old and a 12-year-old.
Oh, very good. We might send you along to Dinosaur World Live if you'd like.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
Really cool stuff. Dinosaur World Live. It's a little interactive dinosaur show, family thing, hitting Adelaide from the 25th to 28th of January. My kid's going to love it.
And I feel a bit sorry for Nikita's kid because not only is she going to school in Crocs, but she's also wearing her mum's Crocs. This is a double whammy.
Nice Crocs. Yeah, they used to be my mum's. Oh, wow.
We're going back in time. Hazy's on this Daisy.
Tuesday knowledge time. Let's do it. Let's just take a little trip down memory lane, have some fun. We'll inject you with some knowledge, and then you've got these fun facts to throw at your friends and family.
Presenting you my arm, I'm flicking a vein, go.
No, there you go. Can't find that vein. I'm just going to throw it in there anyway. See
Okay.
what happens. 23rd of January, let's go back to 1994. Vera Blue Celia Pavey was born in Forbes, New South Wales. She's 30 today. See, that's unbelievable. And I've got no doubt that when you type in Forbes, absolutely plenty of rugby league players would come from Forbes. It's Central West New South Wales.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure about the music scene.
Who are you even talking about?
Vera Blue.
Who's Vera Blue?
She's got some fantastic songs.
Oh, okay. Random.
Very, very good.
Righto, mate.
By the way, you work at Nova now,
Oh, okay.
so educate yourself.
Okay.
1998, Michael Jordan scores in double figures for the 800th consecutive game in a 100-98 overtime win over New Jersey.
So double figures for 800 consecutive games.
Outrageous
That
stuff.
is ridiculous.
I reckon. I'm pretty sure LeBron's beaten that though.
Has he?
Yeah. Yeah, just an absolute freak. He is the all-time leading point scorer in history, so it kind of makes sense. 2004, Friends' final episode was taped in America. Do you reckon if you went to the cast back in 2004 and was like, hey guys, just to give you a bit of a lesson in how much money you're going to make in the future from royalties, cop this. Yeah, you'd be pretty happy, wouldn't you?
Oh my gosh. I thought you were going to be like, hey guys, just really get around Matthew Perry.
No, I was not going to say that. It's far too morbid. Wow.
Right.
And number one song on January 23 in 2013, Beauty and a Beat by Justin Bieber. Who would have thought that Bieber and Minaj would team up for an absolute banger?
Is it Beauty and a Beat, not Beauty and the Beast? Beauty and a Beast.
Oh my God, back to you needing to educate yourself over some of this. And you're winning song to song too, by the way. What the hell is going on?
Show you off tonight.